Hi guys, happy Friday. It is May 8th, 2026 and welcome back to my channel, Simply Celia Cross Stitch. I have an update and I'm also doing something cross stitch related. That's why I'm doing this video today. Welcome to my messy craft room. I am actually preparing for a maybe 2 weeks from now, a vacation, a staycation. No, half of it is staycation and half it is I'll be going somewhere. But I'm working my, I'm planning what I'm going to do with the staycation. Of course, I have to, the number one on the list is to take care of my mess here. I've neglected my craft room / office and it bothers me. I wanted to have an organized and very peaceful, organized, stress-free craft room, and currently it's not. So this is just a since I am looking forward to that vacation, this is my preparation for that. In order to prepare to create this stress-free, organized craft room, I have to disorganize stuff and it's kind of messy right now. But yeah, I am doing this video because I have a finished and I'm gonna share that with you right now. First thing first. So this is just probably a short video, just to want to update you and to share with you what I'm doing and how crazy it is right now. Anyways, so I focused and I stitched overnight and I stitched on one project because I was so determined to finish this, and it's done. So I don't have my iPad with me, but this was this is called Spring Butterflies, and it is designed by Marie Barber. And I think Marie Barber is my favorite designer, one of my favorite designers, but I really like her design. And Sandy Orton, and I used to like Mirabilia and Joan Elliott's, but I still have ladies from them, but I finished a lot of Mirabilias. But actually, I like Sandy Orton and Marie Barber's designs. So I'm so happy that I have Marie Barber's design. I don't know if I completed a lot from her designs, but maybe not. Maybe this is the first. I have no idea. But I don't want to go through my records and see. But this was the magazine Jazz Cross Stitch. This is from the Jazz Cross Stitch magazine, April 2015. And I think when I bought that magazine, I also started this project. So this is about 10 years, more than 10 years. It's more than 10 years, like 10 years and 1 month old. Actually not, because it's 2026, so it's 11 years and 1 month old project. And I am so excited that I just keep on doing it and stitched it and set it as my goal to finish as soon as I can and work on this alone. So the Jazz Cross Stitch magazine showed this as a pillow, and this was stitched, the sample project was stitched on a white fabric with blue, some kind of piping around it. And I think I picked the blue because that's what I have. And I think there was a comment that says that the colors popped on blue fabric, and I agree with that comment. And I'm also going to finish this as a pillow. I think right now I'm going to save myself from decision fatigue I think the people that works in the magazine or the designer, they chose to, maybe the designer chose to design this as really a pillow, and I want to save myself from I have a lot of decisions to make in my life, and I don't want the cross stitch to be part of it. So, well, kind of, but I will follow what they have originally planned this design to be. So I want to fully finish this as a pillow as well. At first, before, I thought like, oh, I don't want my cross stitch to be finished as a pillow because people will touch it with dirty hands and stuff. But honestly, I don't have kids around, and no one is actually touching my projects. So it's just me. And if there are kids around, I'll make sure to tell them to like wash their hands first. But I don't know anybody. My partner has a kid, but he's not adult. I mean, young adult. We still consider him as a kid because, you know, still not an adult in. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to fully finish this as a pillow. And I know I said that I'm going to do this as a pillowcase, but I changed my mind. I think because it's hard, I don't want to measure my existing pillow for measure it, and it probably need more fabric allowances and it will look ugly. So change my mind. I'm just going to give myself like an inch allowance around, and then just, you know, buy a polyfill, which is not really expensive. Just buy a polyfill and fill it and not overfill it, because the problem with the pillow form that I have, it's just too big, and if I stuff it here, this will be like I won't have any control when it comes to the volume or the size, the puffiness. I have no idea how to explain it, but with the polyfill, I can actually I have a control on how it would look like. Like, I don't want too fat, I don't want too thin, I want just enough feel that will display the prettiness of this. So my plan is to give extra, maybe I'm thinking 1 inch around it, and if it's too thin, then I probably 1.5 inch around. And I also plan to instead of whip stitching to close it, I think I prefer to use a invisible zipper, so that it's easier for me to remove the polyfill, if I need to travel somewhere. And you know, when you need to travel, you don't want a bulky stuff, and I don't want to travel with so much pillow. So I can probably remove the fill and carry this with me without the extra bulkiness. I don't know, the storing of it, maybe I can store it as a pillow as well, but it depends on the situation. Like, for example, if I want to go back to the Philippines for good, I want all my cross stitch stuff to be with me, and most likely I'll be removing frames, you know, and have removed the frames even though I spent hundreds of dollars with them. I just want to carry with me the project inside. That's something I'm willing to do, that carry them framed, because it's heavy. It's easier to just remove extra stuff and put them in one luggage. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm 49 years old and I see myself someone who has only a fiance and no kids and no family here. I can see myself going home to the country where I was born, and live there until my dying age. So I want to bring my cross stitch with me, and I want my family to be able to have them and appreciate them. And of course, I don't want to leave this behind. So I always think right now, I always think of ways to like finish my project in a way that I can bring it with me to the another country, which is a thousand miles away from where I'm at right now. So that's why I can't finish my project with so many decorations, ribbons, and stuff. I can't finish them like that unless I'm willing to donate them to Goodwill. But I don't think I'm willing to donate my stuff to Goodwill. No. Well, yeah, that's 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 what's in my head. Okay, guys, so this is how it looks like. As you can see, these are charts, clippings from the magazines, from the printouts, because I also like free stuff. And those post-it are what I call categories. So I have to add a landscape there. So that's how my mind works right now. So every time I add a post-it, I wrote it down, and I have group categories. I have 37. That's a lot of categories, right? There's more in the table, but I don't want to share with you the table because the table is so messy. Maybe I'll share with you the table. Oh, look at that, it's everywhere. There's a bunch of, that's people. Christmas. I mean, for the Christmas, this is just the main group categories. I might combine them, I might not. Like, for example, I have Thanksgiving, I have autumn, and I have people there. I might categorize it into something. I decided to categorize like cards, and I have Christmas ornaments, I have Halloween. The samplers also have different kinds of things. What else? Landscape, buildings. There's so many. Gardens, fairies, mermaids, the religious stuff. So, and a lot more. As you can see, I have 37. Mini art, lighthouses, ABC, animals, birds, month series, quotes, patriotic, homies, because there's all like, I want to separate that. Christmas ornaments, ships or boats, religious verses, religious like figures or symbols, angels, Easter, houses or buildings in one category. Pillows, I have, pillows meaning designs that are originally they presented on the magazine as pillows. I have people, fairies, landscape, fruits and food, windows and doors, floral, oriental, autumn, garden, Thanksgiving, Halloween, precious moments, Christmas, like general Christmas. Then I have to divide that Christmas and categorize it as well. It's easier for me to just dump all Christmas stuff. Anything that says Christmas, anything that says winter. Sometimes I base on the picture, sometimes I base on the title if I can't decide. 4 seasons, spring, summer, quilts, cards, and mermaids. So far I have 37. So what I'm gonna do with this, I have this design. I actually compile my old tax records and create a book using this, just punched. I don't have what's that brand? I don't remember the brand. There's memory making brand. There's expensive, but I have this cheaper version, and it actually punch the squares and the ones for I have no idea. What is that? Mushroom punch and the squares. So I am going to bookbind this I have spring binder, spring stuff, the coil or the one that cinch. So I have those. So I'm gonna punch this like this one I did here. Punch into squares and then create a book, like a book kind, like they're spring bound, and so that it's easier for me to flip, like a notebook flip like that. I have this, so it's easier for me to flip instead of using like at first I use a binder, the 3-ring binder, but it's just too much. I mean, I don't like it. I like the book version. It's hard to explain. I like this version, and then my plan is to, like, for example, this notebook, I like it compiled this way. So for example, all Christmas ornaments are compiled like this, and I need to buy a chipboard, which is available in Hobby Lobby. A chipboard and maybe contact paper, because it has adhesive on it, and a chipboard like this, hardbound. You know, this is a really hardbound cover, and create it like that. And then, oops, sorry. And then all I did was just to flip. That's why I am categorizing them, because I want to be able to just like pick a book, like, oh, I want to go through my pillow book or my Halloween book. I think my binder is like 1.5 inches, so I have so much of the sampler that I can punch, create a book from that. So right now I have to gather all the magazines that I have. I don't want to keep the magazine. I just want to tear the things that I am interested to stitch and I want to keep, and remove it from the magazine. I don't need all the other stuff. That's what happened here. I just, throw away the stuff that I think I'm not interested. So yeah, I have to complete everything, all the magazines, and create a book. That's, for me, it's easier. I have been trying my best to organize my cross stitch, and it's a never-ending process. Sometimes I attempted to do one, it didn't work. I have another organization, didn't work again. Look at you've seen all my mess here. So look at my floss over there. That's my new floss organization, and I still have to work on it. Like, I use a cardboard as a floss drop, and the cardboard really is not sturdy. So I found a way how to do it, but it's a lot of work again. But at least they're organized like that. That's not all the floss that I have. I still have in a bin. I haven't bought any DMC floss so far, unless I wanted to. But yeah. So this is what I'm doing right now. Crazy. Okay, so that's how crazy it is. I think it's crazy. I have not I need to go back watching Flosstube, because for some reason every time I watch a Flosstube, they always like trying to show, oh, I bought this pattern, have this new pattern. It's like influencing me to buy this new pattern. There are new designs and stuff. I really don't need it. Sometimes I just want people to show what they're making. And unfortunately, I don't know why, but every time I see something that uploaded on Flosstube, if I go to YouTube, it's always like that, this I bought and that. So I kind of stopped watching for many months because I don't really need to buy. I mean, I need to save money. There are other things that are more important in my life. It's not like before that I always like, okay, what's next? What next? What's the next thing I need to buy? So I'm not in that phase of my life anymore. Like, I have to use whatever I have. I think I am more focused right now. My money focused on my health. Yeah. And my recent purchase from Amazon is actually hiking stuff. I'm gathering all the 10 essentials that I have to carry with me to hike somewhere. I just recently hiked around 3 miles, I think, but it was just me, solo hike. So I realized that I didn't carry I carry stuff in my backpack, but I need more just in case. So that's where I am actually spending my money right now, just collecting. And eventually I wanted to buy a hiking shoes, a hiking quilt, sleeping quilts, all about related to hiking and backpacking. Because yeah, but I really want to go back to watching Flosstube. It's because I just want to be inspired again and see what the other people, but I would skip those ones that shows what they buy, because it's not helping. It's not helping with, I have put myself a no buy for cross stitch and other kind of crafting hobbies. No buy. I haven't visited Hobby Lobby and Michael's for many months, which and no, like nothing like that in Amazon as well. So my recent purchases, I said, is like more of like hiking. It's more of like for the health and mental, although this is also for mental. This is also for my mental stuff, but it's more of like, I just like to go hiking. And I just posted a video in my other channel. I have this Celia Sanchez vlog in my channel. And that channel actually shares the places that I've been to and hike. I hike solo, not because I wanted it. It's because that I have no one. I have no one to go hike with, so I don't want to wait for someone to show up and say, let's go hike. So I show up myself. I show up myself. I told myself, let's go hike. So I just did most of my trip, actually, most of my road trip are just solo trip. So I like to go places here in West Virginia, and that's my focus for now, because that's all I can like comfortably. I am very much comfortable going through West Virginia stuff. So yeah. Okay, one last thing that I want to share. I know I said that I don't want to start something new, but I'm trying to convince myself to start this, because I found this. Well, this is the danger of going through all your designs, because you'll find something like, oh, I want to stitch that, I want to stitch this, I want to stitch everything. But I found this. So the reason why I wanted to stitch this, because I miss my cat, my Charlie cat, which I have them rehomed for when I bought my house. When I sold my house, I had them rehomed because I don't want him to go through all the stress. Because when I sold my house, I didn't have a house after that. So, but I miss that cat so much that I can't even afford to get another one. It's just, that's how special that cat is for me. Cat was. So that's how special Charlie was. I hope he's still alive. As soon as I have him rehomed, he got adopted right away. I actually asked the shelter. I adopted him from a shelter, and then he was sick. When I adopted him, I was willing to spend that much money to make him feel better, because they told me, aside from he's black, he's sick, so no one wants to adopt him. And he's the sweetest boy ever. and I was willing to spend that much money to fix his illness, and he grew up. He was the best ever cat ever. So anyways, so he gave me so much, as in during that part of my life, and I wish I can get to keep him, but yeah, he got adopted because he's just so sweet. I don't think people would be able to like refuse that. He's very sweet, he's very gentle, he's very like people affectionate and stuff. So whoever got him, they probably can't deny this, the how tamed that cat is. But anyways, I have these designs. As you can see, it's a black cat, and it says winter. Although I didn't have a red barn, but we had a neighbor that had a red house. And here it's autumn walk. Well, Charlie is an indoor cat, but they like outside really. And then here is a summer nap, and then another one spring. So I really like to stitch this, and while stitching on this, I will think about all the good things that Charlie, my black cat, did to me during those years. So yeah, I have to convince myself to start a project. I'll have to, maybe if I finish another one and then start this, and then work on, pick a fabric, and all fabric has to be the same. I think I'll go with white. I don't really mind the white stuff. And then display them together, like not per season, but just to display them all. No one, they really can't tell. They probably can't tell that this is a seasonal design. I don't know, but yeah, I think I am going to stitch in this, start stitching this, collect all the threads and fabric and put them in one big bag so that they'll get together, because I want to finish them all four as soon as I'm done with this, the one that I'm working right now. What do you think? So that's my plan. And yeah, thank you for watching. And I saw I have some kind of but YouTube is actually like, you know, when you don't post videos, they'll give a raise on your subscription, and as soon as you post, they'll like all drop the subscription. They're like fooling me all the time, but I don't care anymore. I just want to share this video, and if you like this and you want to subscribe, thank you. But to those who stayed, and especially those who comments, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate your input. You helped me a lot. You shared what you think I should do. I followed it, and I was like grateful so much that you suggested that. I really like suggestions. I like comments that tells me what to do sometimes, because I don't know everything. I don't know everything. That's why. So yeah, thank you, and I hope to see you in my next video. I'm sorry if I talk a lot this time, but I hope you stayed. Thank you so much. Bye.